Hey guys, welcome back to VW Family Farm. If you don't know me, I'm Ben.
I'm Andrea.
And today is one of them cattle working days. We're going to keep our stress levels down, communicate well, and keep a smile on our face.
We're so excited.
Actually, it's not going to be that bad. When we first started out, oh man, I think I was getting gray hairs every minute thinking about it. We've got approximately 150 head of cattle that we're working like spring, summer vaccinating worming program. So we was going to be giving everybody vaccines, wormers, fly tags, castrating. What else?
Yeah, that covers it.
That covers everything.
This is our this is more of like a commercial beef herd that we're raising to sell on the market. Now we have another small herd like of our dairy herd and
dairy cross.
Yeah, dairy crosses that we raise steers for people for grass-fed beef. So we do these a little differently than we do the ones that we are selling to individuals to eat. These are ones that
we'll just go to the auction at market and
actually
when you do that, they bring a lot better price when you bring them in there and tell them that, all right, they've been castrated, they've been given their 2 rounds of vaccines, they've been wormed, they'll bring a higher price at market.
And this is our first year to have this large of a herd. We got them late winter, so we're still learning like what is going to bring the top dollar at market and things. And honestly, we'd like to grow our business side of selling to individuals, so we will start doing things differently in years to come probably if that all pans out. But to be honest, there's certain things that if you're selling them at a sale barn that they want them to have. So that's what we're doing today. This is pretty epic day. Like Ben said, we've got like 150 head.
But the great news is she compromised with me. Yay.
Yes. Y'all know I'm a list maker, and we'd already made our list like a long time ago. We have our like farm chores planned out because Ben does have a full-time job. So
we got them planned out for a year.
Right. We've got them planned out. This whole next month or two is full on the weekends, and in the evenings and stuff we work too to try to free up the weekends. But if we can't get it done during the week, there's things that have to happen on the weekend. This is one of them, and like Ben told you, we were going to do all those jobs today, but we got to thinking, and let's back up. Why are we fly tagging? I guess tell them that first.
We've battled pink eye very, very bad. We haven't ever done it this way, but we've had people tell us to get rid of pink eye. One of the most effective ways is to pull their eyelid down and give them a shot in their eyelid.
It's pretty nasty.
My stomach can't take that.
So we are trying to avoid pink eye altogether, because pink eye around here, it's probably got a lot more technical name, but people call it pink eye. It turns their eye white. We've got one that we bought that had a bad case. We might show you if we think of it when she comes through, but she's got a bulging eye. It's white. She's blind in it.
Yeah, it's all because of pink eye.
Yeah, and that is spread by flies getting on their face, and they'll get in their eyes and just go from cow to cow and just spread it. And then it is horrible to get rid of. And the sun makes their eye hurt super bad. They'll just squint. If you see your cow start just watering, you better look out, because that's the first sign. So we got to do something to avoid that. But
that comes into the compromise part. She had on her list, all right, we're giving fly tags, we're giving vaccination shots to cows and calves. Well, in that, we've got cows that we've had for years now. I think there's like 20 of them that we'd already vaccinated during the fall of last year. So now we're going to have to differentiate between which one of them is ones we've had and which one's the new one. Short story to that is she compromised. We're not vaccinating any cows until fall. It'll be cooler.
We'll do all cows in the fall.
We're going to do all calves today. And then also on the fly tags, she compromised there. She had already went and bought the fly tags, like $800 and something worth. And now I've come up with an idea that we're wanting to try. They've got a mineral, actually we've got the mineral trough, but they've got fly strips that hang down off of it, and all the cows, every time they go in there and get mineral, it rubs it on their face. It also cuts down on the stress, cuts down on the amount of work. it's a win-win.
We're hoping in years to come with rotational grazing we won't have as much fly problems, because that's what we've seen as one of the benefits of it. But we just started and we're already getting a few flies, and we don't need pink eye in 150 head.
All right, we're gonna have to cut this short. We got a long day.
So the point is, after all that you said we're vaccinating, here's what we're doing today. We are vaccinating calves, everyone's getting wormed, and we are banding little bulls.
Yep.
And that's it, right?
Yep.
I think that's it.
But I know I said let's get going, but are you gonna tell them, is this gonna work?
I don't know if this is gonna work. Ben's sure it's gonna work, so we'll see. We're gonna pan over in just a minute. All the cows are way down there. We do have them trained. Last time we tried to work all these cows, it was a total, utter disaster trying to get them all up here, and then the working and all that. They're trained now. Our farmhand over here, Lane, has trained them every day to move. We're hoping they're gonna follow him and come right where we want them to go.
The other option to it was they was gonna be right here in this big paddock, and we are gonna have to get them out of that big paddock into the corral here.
So we didn't know if that would work, so we set up a little alleyway. We're hoping they'll come down and go in the corral. We'll try to show you. It may be bumpy, but we'll try to take you all along. Ready?
Yep.
Ready, team?
Yes.
Ready? Break!
Ben's plan actually worked, so I'm eating crow. That's okay, because I'll eat crow if the plan worked, but I really did not think it was gonna. My plan was have them right here in the pasture by the corral and just let them in. There was no way I thought they were gonna follow us that far, so men are right sometimes.
Numbers are dwindling down, looky here. We got cows everywhere.
We're doing good. It's getting hot out here, but it could be worse. And I don't know how long we've been doing this. How long, Em? Do you know what time it is? Who knows? Time flies when you're having fun, right?
Okay guys, I don't know what all they told y'all, but yesterday we got done working our cows. The camera died, so we didn't get to record very much. But we got done, and today we're moving what we want over in the other field. We're moving them today. It's Sunday, it's the next day, and we'll see how this goes.
Guys, sorry, but yesterday while we were working cows, the battery died. We got partway through filming for y'all and the battery died.
It was very hectic.
It was hectic. We couldn't stop and go get another battery.
Because we had a schedule. Had to keep it.
Because actually yesterday we got the cows worked. It took us about 6 hours. I didn't think that was too bad. And then we hauled some of our sheep and all of our goats to a sale. We told y'all here a while back we were cutting back on some animals in order to focus on doing better on the ones that we really do utilize, because we've tried to decide if we don't eat it, if we don't use the products from it, that we got them originally with that in mind. If we got them and found out, like for instance the quail, we did those for a while, we realized we don't eat a lot of quail eggs because we have so many chicken eggs, and with doing 4-H we have chicken eggs year round. So that was kind of one of our things. We were like, if we don't utilize it, we need to scale back on it, because we actually do want some free time sometimes.
And
don't we?
the goats. You was doing goat's milk lotion, goat's milk soap, but
Emily's allergic to goat's milk. So once we found that out, I've made a lot of products with cow's milk. That works too, in case you're wondering. And you can make a lot of health and beauty products with organic oils and leave the milk out totally if you don't want to put milk in them. So anyway, all that to say, we're kind of trying to refine some things we do. We don't want to work ourselves to death and work away our kids' childhood just for the heck of it, if it's stuff we don't actually utilize. So we hauled off the goats and some of the sheep, and we got the cow working done, and now it's the next afternoon. We're loading up some cows. I've written down who all's going to go to another pasture. We're taking about 12 cows and a bull to another pasture, and it'll alleviate some pressure back on this pasture, let Lane rotate them less frequently so he can be doing other things, and they'll be happy and getting a lot to eat over there. So
that's what we're doing.
yep, another one of those deals that a neighbor actually wanted us to put some cows on them. Worked out perfectly because our fields are right next to it, so we got a little rotational setup over there that will rotate probably weekly, 2 weeks, something like that. So anyway, thanks for hanging with us. Sorry the battery died and y'all didn't see the whole process, but you get the idea. It was a lot of work, just one after the other. I think we wound up doing 130 something cows, something like that yesterday. So we were beat. All right, ready to get going?
Yep. See Mama.
All right, so we're gonna get busy hauling cows. We will catch y'all later
On the next video.
Yep.
Thanks for watching. God bless.